Was it long? Yes. Did some of it suck? Yes. The bright side is, not all of it sucked. And this is our TLC review. Yeah, I mean, sad to see that the Cruiserweight Championship got put in the pre-show and that we opened the show with the Mixed Match Challenge. But hey, we had some good stuff. Let's talk about it. So we had Buddy Murphy retain the Cruiserweight Championship against Cedric Alexander. Elias beat Bobby Trashley in the ladder match. Fabulous Truth won the Mixed Match Challenge, and they're going to WWE headquarters. The Bar retained the SmackDown Tag Team titles against the New Day and the Usos. They defeated themselves. Braun Strowman defeated Baron Corbin with the help of Apollo Crews, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, Finn Balor, Heath Slater, and Kurt Angle to earn himself a Universal title match against Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble.
And
Baron Corbin is no longer the general manager of Monday Night Raw.
That was my favorite part of that whole segment, is when he lost, instead of saying, "Here is your winner, Braun Strowman," the first thing JoJo says is, "And your loser is Baron Corbin."
And the crowd lost it. Everyone in the ring lost it. It was great. Natalia defeated Ruby Riott in the tables match. Finn Balor defeated Drew McIntyre. Rey Mysterio defeated Randy Orton in the chairs match. Ronda Rousey retained the Raw Women's Championship against Nia Jax. Daniel Bryan is still the WWE Champion by defeating AJ Styles. Dean Ambrose is the new Intercontinental Champion, defeating Seth Rollins. And Asuka is the new WWE SmackDown Women's Champion after defeating Becky Lynch and Charlotte.
But did she really?
Yeah. She climbed up the ladder and grabbed the belt. That's how you win a TLC match.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah, she did win.
Unless you won the one that Braun Strowman and Baron Corbin were in. Because that one's by pinfall.
That one didn't count. Only chairs were used in that one. That was boring.
Yeah.
That was a second chairs match. That was not a TLC match. But anyway, what'd you like about the talk?
I liked that it wasn't entirely a terrible pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was long. It was almost 4 hours.
Yeah,
which normally we wouldn't be upset about, but it's a little late right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not upset about it because what it did is it gave the matches that needed time. It gave them a lot of time.
Yeah.
And then there were some matches on there that I don't think needed the time. There was a match or two that I feel like went on a little too long. Not that it was really a detriment to the match, but
the time was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Right.
But my like will go to I don't know, man. This is a tough one. Give me your like first, then get back to me.
I'm going to give my like to the Intercontinental Championship match, Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. I mean, it's been a while since Dean has had one of these like long like title matches. It's been a while since he's kind of had that spotlight with him being out for so long, and I felt like it told a good story where Dean was just kept egging Seth on, and Seth finally got to a point where he couldn't fucking take it anymore, and then just wanted to hurt Dean, and then that ended up being the catalyst to drop him and cause him to lose the title. I thought it was a good match. There was a lot of really good just physical spots where Dean was just really able to show his dominance over Seth, and Seth's still able to do his splashy stuff.
Yeah, I liked the match a lot, but that's one of the ones that I think suffered a little bit from having too much time.
Oh yeah, it didn't need to be that long, but it was still good.
There were a lot of moments, and I mean like not just one or two, but like a myriad of moments where a move would happen or something would happen, and you would just have Seth or Dean like sitting there or standing there for a good 10-15 seconds before they'd move or like do the next thing. And it's like for dramatic effect or for timing of a beat or something, or even on the off chance that somebody got winded and has to catch their breath, like placed well, it works and it can help build everything up. But for me in this match, it was just, it happened too frequently, and I think that's what part of what got the crowd out of that match was there was a lot of downtime.
Well, and it did come after Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles.
Yeah.
So
Which my like is actually going to be the chairs match.
All right.
The chairs match I thought was really good. I thought the finish was really clever. The victory roll using the chairs as a little catapult.
And while Randy was setting the chairs up, like you were even saying, oh, it's probably going to be an RKO, but Ray might push him onto it, and like Ray did push him onto it, but not the way we thought he was going to.
Orton was going to lay across the chairs. But on top of that, it was my like. But I'm going to put the same caveat as that was the other match where there was a lot of moments of drawn out, like, here's a spot, and then, like, this, like, there was a lot of setup to, like, the next thing that was going to happen, and it kind of made the match really rigid.
Yeah, I think both that I think it made sense for there to be longer pauses, especially maybe not necessarily on both sides of the match, but for Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose to take their time. I think makes a lot of sense because they both are, the new Dean Ambrose is very methodical, and that's always been Randy's motif, is making the other person think about what's going to happen. But yeah. I don't think Seth and Ray needed to take their time. I don't think Ray really took his time. It was more so Randy, which is necessary for him.
To a degree, it makes sense for the characters, but it doesn't need to keep happening repeatedly over and over again in the same match.
Yeah. I'm going to give my love to the WWE Championship match. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. Again, same kind of thing for Dean. Like, didn't expect to see Daniel Bryan back in this picture, and a guy like AJ Styles.
A few months ago, we didn't expect him to be back in the ring.
Exactly. And so to see like this progression through this year and getting to this Daniel Bryan and having it be a heel Daniel Bryan, I think that really lent itself to this match, that Daniel Bryan was able to use all of his stuff, and it didn't seem... I don't know. There's something different about a heel Daniel Bryan. Like, his stuff just seems more ruthless.
He puts a lot more stank.
Yeah,
on his things.
It's really cool. And then watching, and AJ Styles is able to do all of his flashy shit, and that makes so much more sense in this dynamic. Mm-hmm. And so AJ being able to sell, Daniel Bryan just being able to go in there and be a total asshole, and then AJ getting those hope spots to come back, and Daniel Bryan shutting him down. It was a really good back and forth, lots of great stuff through the whole match.
Yeah, I really appreciated the drop kicks.
Yes,
the corner drop kicks,
right to the face,
which is a thing where like. Typical when Daniel's a babyface, it's so rapid fire, and this time it was almost like he'd kick him with the drop kick and then take a beat to be like, "Oh, you're not down yet. Go back, do it again."
Yeah.
Or maybe he's taking a beat to look like, "Man, I just kicked the shit out of you. How do you feel?" Before you'd run back to the other corner and do it again. But that third time, he got clotheslined the shit out of him.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah, my love. I'm going to go with the SmackDown Women's Championship, the TLC match.
Oh, yeah.
It was really good.
They beat the fuck out of each other.
They are some troopers, for sure.
Holy shit. There's some gnarly...
Charlotte is alive still. That's good. Because that fucking leg drop... Put some air quotes around that, because that was a sit off the top of the ladder, sit down on Charlotte.
Yeah, that was Becky taking a seat.
Yeah, right, like
in the
butthole in the belly button.
Pretty much. That was pretty much the placement of.
That's what's gonna happen. Butthole in the belly button.
Fucking Asuka just ditched that move. She's like, nope, I'm done.
And they did great stuff. Only really one snafu throughout the entire match, and it was that the table set up at just too steep of an angle.
Yeah.
So when Asuka powerbombed Charlotte into it, she
sat on the edge. Yeah.
Yeah, only a teeny bit of the bottom broke. But that being said, like that being really the only hang up of the entire match.
Yeah.
It went off without a hitch.
And then just the level of just intensity that with the kendo stick and the chair shots and just fuck, man, they're all going to
be sore tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
they're glad they're on SmackDown.
Yeah, they get a day to rest. They might hang out at Raw tomorrow, but that's about it. Other than that, they're going to SmackDown. Let's see, dislike. You do your dislike first. I'm not sure what direction I want to go with this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a ton to go off of. One of them is going to be pretty nitpicky. I disliked my love. It's here's the thing.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, it's the same match.
Yeah.
And it's the finish. It's not the worst finish they could have done, because, albeit it makes sense, like, there's a reason why it happened. It's not like an out of the blue turn or something.
Right.
But Ronda coming out and kind of stealing the spotlight, in a sense, where these women are having this huge epic match, and then she comes in and shoves two of them off the ladder, and Asuka kind of gets an easier win. I wouldn't have had as much of a dislike to Ronda coming out and causing a thing if the immediate step afterwards wouldn't have been, this is the end of the match. Like, if Ronda came out and suplexed Charlotte and then threw Becky through a table, and like security guards had to like take her away, or referees come out and like pull her out of the match, kind of thing. Cool, she gets her shit in, she gets her revenge, Asuka would still win, but not immediately after, like, just toss them off the ladder and then Asuka climbs up and wins.
Yeah, I think a better revenge is literally costing them both the championship, though.
Yeah.
I think that's a bigger impact than just, I'm gonna beat you up, but still give you a chance to win this match.
Yeah. It's just one of those things, and it's... I don't know. I'm not a huge supporter of interference finishes, so that's my. It's a nitpicky dislike, because I mean that's really the most I had to dislike about the whole thing. That, and like I said, like I'd already mentioned my issues with some of the timing in the matches, so.
Yeah, I'm just going to put my dislike that, why was the Cruiserweight title the opener of the pre-show and not the opener of the show? Because, like, the Mixed Match Challenge finals and the ladder match were not that great. They both could have been on the pre-show. And then we would have gotten off to a really fucking hot start with an awesome Cruiserweight title match. Because Buddy and Cedric fucking killed it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Stop putting the Cruiserweights on the pre-show. Me nitpicking as well. But I mean, with the fact that that's all we disliked, I guess that's a win.
Yeah, no, it was, I'm going to say, one of the top pay-per-views of the year.
Probably, yeah, I'd say so. Solid all the way through.
There really wasn't much of a sleeper match.
No. Yeah, every match at least, well, other than a couple, like, they all, like, the matches that mattered all really had their moments.
Everything had some sort of a takeaway to it.
Yeah.
Be it whether the match was good or not, or what we expected to happen or not, everything had a takeaway.
Yeah.
Because even though like the Elias Lashley match didn't have like any repercussions to what's going to happen in the future, as far as it wasn't like a number one contenders match, it wasn't for a belt, anything like that. The fact that Elias won, but then Lashley still came out on top of the segment.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, oh, hey, now we're moving forward with this. Like, it's going to be, that feud is probably going to continue now. So it's one of those things where it's like, even the matches that didn't have big implications are still moving something forward.
Yeah.
And the fact that they accomplished that with literally every single match of the night, that something is moving forward. be it a storyline or somebody winning a belt or something of that nature, is also kind of a rarity. So
yeah. Now we just have to wait and see what Vince is going to do on Raw.
oh boy.
Yay.
But don't wait up for our reaction to that, because unless it's something that's literally groundbreaking or earth-shattering, you're not going to see us again for quite a while.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have Thomas over to watch Raw. You know, if he feels like we need to talk about it, then we'll talk about it. But we're taking a break.
Yeah. Our winter hiatus comes back starting soon.
Like
After this video.
Yeah. Well, actually, after the next video, because we have stuff to talk about the indie news.
Yeah. And then we're going to shoot one more video over on our other channel, Reasonable Wrestling Fans, where he beat me by 1 point.
10-9. It's your turn to spin
the wheel of punishments. So you're going to have to check out over there to see what happens, because there's a myriad of different things that I could end up having to do.
Yeah. So look forward to that. But for now, guys, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click those links down below.
There are a lot of social media links down there.
There's also a podcast link.
That's the one that says SoundCloud.
You won't get this review in podcast form, but you get all of our regular reviews in podcast form. Yeah. And there's Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's Reasonable with a W. Like wrestling.
We have a list with Kevin Hawk,
Me.
Questionable Big with Thomas Wolf, other videos that are loosely based around wrestling. Me and Thomas will be coming with a brand new series of videos coming more than likely in 2019. You can check out the unboxing videos where we get cool shirts like this AJ Styles shirt. We get some Funko Pops. We get some micro brawlers. We get Braun stepping on Papa Shango and Penta El Cero Miedo. Sorry, guys. And like we said, there's an entire playlist of punishment videos where you can see what happened on the inaugural episode of The Wheel of Punishments. And pretty soon you get to see what happens to this guy when he spins a wheel. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
And don't forget, kids, if there are any kids actually watching this, every night, don't forget to say your prayers and take your vitamins and fuck Modus.
Kids, don't fuck Modus.
Fuck Modus.